Welcome to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne will teach you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.
In this episode of Claim Your Excellent Life, we are going to speak about how to hire a hypnotist, because I had a prospective client call me yesterday who saw a psychiatrist who thought she was going to hypnotize her in 20 minutes. And guess what? That plan did not work out that well at all. In fact, the client was rather unhappy. Thus, she found me. However, this is the situation. We need to understand that just as we wouldn't go to an orthopedist to have brain surgery, we wouldn't go to a dentist to get deep periodontal care done, you don't go to a conventionally trained mental health professional to get hypnotism done. Why? Because they're not trained in how to do this work. The unconscious, subconscious mind works very differently in terms of how it processes information, where it doesn't reason, rationalize, or judge anything. So you have to be very careful in the languaging that you use in order to work in it. They use the prefrontal cortex, where you have consciousness, where rationalizations, reasoning, and judgments run the gamut, which is why it is really hard for people to really release their problems, because that's not the area of the brain where we need to be working. Not really. The other thing that is problematic, although I do know a lot about psychology and psychiatry, I came to hypnotism and neurolinguistic programming after working in conventional psych for a few years, with many, many patients in one particular program, to learn a lot about how these situations come and how to best work with these folks. But the point is that one weekend course will not teach you how to do the artistry involved and how to really apply these skills and the methods in a way that will truly help a person clear their issues. It's just an ignorant concept. They go to school for years and years to learn what they learn how to do, so why would they think they can learn what I do in a matter of a weekend? It's ridiculous. Especially when you're dealing with people who have all kinds of addiction issues, eating disorders of all different types. There's different ways of handling these things. And just as there's different types of problems that a hypnotist can help a person overcome, you need to be specific as to what it is that you want to have help clearing. I do emotional trauma. That's my thing. And a lot of times these people come in with all kinds of eating disorders, sex addiction, gambling issues, and all sorts of weird things that happen as a result of the traumas. I don't sit here and tell everybody that I can do anything and everything under God's green earth regarding hypnotism. I don't do medical stuff. I do somaticized pain because that's an emotional reason for a person having pain, but I'm also a holistic practitioner and realizing that some people might have what looks like emotional issues that are actually physiological, like if they have hormone imbalances or if their microbiome isn't able to process the amino acids and the proteins to make the neurotransmitters to create clear thinking and emotional stability. I send them off to get those things taken care of by the professionals who operate in those areas, because that's not me. So we need to be very aware of what we are needing help with. And I would suggest you go on the website and look for articles where the hypnotist is explaining that they actually know how these things come to be, so they know how to help people to overcome them. Look for testimonials on the websites. Case histories that explain what happened and how the situation was healed. Because without that information, you don't know what this person's capable of doing or not capable of doing. I'm going to tell you this too. If you want to pay the smallest fee, you're not going to get the best care. People who are proficient at this work will charge you anywhere from $150 an hour and up. People in California and on the Northeast coast will charge you probably $250 to $300 an hour if they're really good at what they do. But I don't do hourly charges. I do program fees. My people get a free consultation to see if we're a good match, to see if I'm able to work with them in the scope of care that I'm an expert at, if they're ready to do the work, if they have the financials to pay for it, and if I like them as a person, because if I don't like them, I'm not going to want to spend several hours working with them, because my sessions run generally in the beginning, if they're doing really intensive work to clear a lot of problems, 2.5 hours, maybe 3 at a time for the first few sessions, and then it drops down to about an hour and a half on average. So you gotta like the person, it's important. If you don't like your client, it's not gonna work out so well. So I want you to do your due diligence to find the person that is appropriate for you. Most of us are doing online work. I've been doing online work since 2013 when I had an agoraphobic client who lived literally 2 minutes from where my home office was in Arlington, Massachusetts for 7 years until I moved out to California. So we did the sessions through Skype, and that was when I first began doing online work. And it worked out really well, actually. The problem was that Microsoft bought Skype, so I had to move on to FaceTime and other ways of doing the work through different online programs that are available, applications. So I hope you found this helpful, because I really would hate you to waste the time and the money employing somebody who has no business saying that they can do this work when they have no clue what it is they're doing, as happened with my prospective client. And she was a prospective client. She really didn't have the finances to pay for my fee, and it was better to find that out before we got started doing the work versus afterwards, because there's nothing worse than starting a process and having people quit in the middle. It leaves them in a really weird space. It leaves me feeling really bad that we couldn't do what was necessary to help them truly heal, because that's what I'm in the business to do, help people truly heal their problems so they can live their compelling futures. All right, everybody. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. If you have enjoyed Claim Your Excellent Life, we'd really appreciate it if you go over to iTunes and give it a 5-star review. If you have found Claim Your Excellent Life to be helpful to you, and maybe even life-altering with the information that we have shared here, and to allow us to continue this work, which we really do enjoy doing for you, you can sponsor us at patreon.com. That's spelled P as in Paul, ATREON as in Nancy.com. Again, that's P as in Paul, AT as in Tom, REON as in Nancy.com, where there's a few different levels of sponsorship that you can choose from to help us to continue doing this work. We thank you for any assistance that you are able to give us.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne teaches you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.